last week's episode really broke my heart because all of the pain and suffering that Subaru's experienced broke him finally. It came to a boiling point and he couldn't bear the burden anymore. His ability returns by death kept forcing him into such situations that kept giving him mental and emotional and even physical pain. He couldn't bear it. And when he finally had an emotional and mental breakdown, it took him realizing that the mansion is where he truly belongs, that everyone there, Roswell, Ram, Puck, Emilia, are the people he wants to be around, that the people he belongs with. To regain his resolve, he wants to save them all. So after he jumps off the cliff and dies, he wakes up. And in this episode, Emilia proves why she is best girl. I've been saying it since the beginning of the series, that Emilia is best girl. Without a doubt, she is best girl. Not just for her color scheme of the violet eyes with the whole white silverish hair and everything, and even the half-elf ears. It's just the fact that her personality is perfect for her, and how she's so kind. She is so kind, even to our main character, who, in this life, and every time he resets, just at this checkpoint, she barely knows. But our main character has so many memories with her, all these moments she cherishes, and they get reset, they get erased, so only he remembers, but they don't remember. And this just brings about so much pain to him. And when she gives him a lap pillow in this episode and whispers the couple of words he's been waiting for someone to hear, to relieve him of his pain, it's been hard, hasn't it? He breaks down. He can't stop, the wall he built around his emotions breaks. His emotions come flooding out. He starts crying on her knees, on her legs and everything. He was scared. He's terrified. He doesn't want to lose the place he truly belongs. And he's just gushing and gushing and gushing. He's overworked to the point of sickness because he wants to clear 2 conditions so he can survive the week, so everyone survives the week. He has to earn the trust of Ram, and Roswell, the master of the mansion, while also finding the shaman preventing its curse. And he just gushes and gushes, and she's just sitting there, stroking his head and helping him, letting him gush. She's just whispering him words of encouragement, how he passes out from exhaustion and everything, from fatigue, after crying his heart out, bawling and bawling and bawling, letting all of the pain and suffering flow out of him for once, because he did break down, but he had to actually get it out of him in some form or one way or another. He can't talk about his ability. We know that the Satella, the jealous witch, won't let him. We saw that aura thing that happened to him last episode. Speaking of that aura thing, Subaru's mana, or the representation of his mana, has an eerily similar appearance to that. Like, it's the purplish fog kind of thing, because Puck is teaching Subaru how to use magic. Subaru has the attribute of shadow, which I am going to hypothesize that Satella, the jealous witch, has the same attribute of her magic. We get a little bit of backstory on Satella as well, but I'll get into that in a moment. And when he actually uses his magic, and Puck is acting as the gate to maintain it, because when you use mana, it has to go through a gate before you can fully utilize it into magic. When you're a magic user, spirit users kind of draw mana from the atmosphere to summon their partners and everything, but as magic users, it has to go through a gate. And Subaru, we come to find out, can use magic. He has the ability to learn magic. He has shadow, which is a rare element. The 4 basic ones are fire, wind, water, and earth. The other rare one is light, so there's 6 attributes. And I'm going to, again, hypothesize and say Emilia has light. Because in the opening, you have Emilia standing there facing Subaru and staring at him. Maybe she symbolizes light, while you see her shadow is facing the other direction, and that symbolizes shadow. Because as we learn of the whole backstory for Satella, now, a good portion of the backstory, how she was one of the witches that devoured the other 6 witches that represented the 7 deadly sins, pretty much. She devoured all of them, took their powers. She has undying flesh. And there's a rumor or a legend that it took a dragon, a hero, and many others to seal her, but her flesh wasn't destroyed. She's basically an immortal being. So could Emilia be a vessel for Satella? Maybe another personality, or maybe her soul was sealed within Emilia, because there's even another legend that says Satella took the form of a half-elf with white hair. And we see that Emilia uses the name Satella sometimes, or she even doesn't like when people question her whole half-elf ear thing, and she keeps saying it's just a coincidence whenever they mention, hey, doesn't that mean you're kind of like, no, it's just a coincidence. So Satella could be in her, and that's why Subaru's kind of gravitating all around Emilia. He could have been summoned to make sure Emilia survives, make sure she lives. And the reason Emilia uses the name Satella sometimes, like when she first met him, is just so people think she's a crazy person, so she doesn't have to do anything in this royal candidacy, this royal selection. She doesn't want to participate in it, but it's also very important to the whole household she's part of. So, it could be possible that the reason Subaru is so drawn to her, not just out of love, but the fact that he was summoned to protect this person with his life. If that's the case, that's kind of fucked up, because he has to die so much. Fuck. This episode, it was too happy-go-lucky. I'm like, okay, it's way too slice of life, too happy-going, too just calm, so to say. I thought something bad was going to happen. I thought he was going to die again. But no, Subaru didn't die. He just physically broke down because of overwork and everything, and the stress and the strain of his burden. Emilia, you are best fucking girl. And I like how at the end of the episode, they're going to the village and everything a day early, and he's going to search for the shaman. But the thing that's changed is, not one of the sisters is going to go with him, but both. And as they put it, you have a flower accompanying each side of you, Subaru. Well, Barasu. Which apparently means balls. I don't know where people got that translation. I just saw that. In his commentary, he's like, I hope the flowers aren't poisonous. And even Ram, I believe it was Ram who said it, at the very beginning, she was so fucking savage, because Subaru takes both of their hands and everything to confirm that it was their hands he felt when he was having all those nightmares in his past life. And she goes, your birth was a mistake. Fucking savage. Now, I apologize for this, it's just I write down a lot of notes during the episodes so I don't forget. So, if you don't like me having my phone out just to check, tell me, okay? I just need to make sure, because I get forgetful. I am forgetful. I got everything. I do like how Subaru pretty much went the same path he did in his first couple of lives of trying to work again, and he's really trying his fucking hardest to gain so much trust in a short amount of time so they don't kill him, while he's also combating fatigue and exhaustion and his burden, and he's also just trying to establish good relations with everyone else while stopping the shaman. Honestly, I don't know if I could have waited the 3 weeks. This was supposed to be delayed 3 weeks. Last week, when we had that cliff jumper ending and everything, I don't know if I could have waited. This episode really calmed my heart, but this also gives me a sense of forebode, because if we're this calm, and knowing how the author and creator has done it so far, things are going to get bloody, things are going to get very fucking difficult and painful for our main character. This isn't the tip of the suffer iceberg for Subaru. I'm scared. I'm scared for him. But I think that does it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What are your theories? Don't spoil if you're a light novel or manga reader. I know they are coming out within a couple of months and everything, and I will pick up the first volume since it's been licensed by Yen Press, and I love Yen Press. So yeah, like and subscribe if you're new. Have a good day, watch lots of anime, read lots of manga. This is Anastasia signing off. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye, guys. Have a good one.